Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, but if you are new here, then welcome. So for today's video, I am going to be showing you guys one of my little big secrets that I have been holding onto for a while because I genuinely want to help you guys and provide this information so you guys can go after your dreams too and make stuff happen for yourselves as well. So today I'm going to be telling you guys how you can be a fashion influencer with an extremely low budget. I feel like a lot of times when we think of a fashion influencer, we think that they have a lot of money so that they can buy a lot of different items. There is so much that goes into it. There are obviously the clothes, so like the tops, the bottoms, all the accessories and the shoes, and then like in this day and age now it's just like you can't be an outfit repeater, you know what I mean? So it's like so much money, and like it really is. I feel like most fashion influencers spend at least a couple grand a month on clothes, and I'm here to tell you guys that you can do it with a much lower budget. I'm not saying you can do it for free, but honestly almost free. So I actually wrote down all the steps for you guys to be able to do this. So let's just start. But if you aren't already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around so I can provide more valuable information to you and help you out as best as I can, or at least entertain you. So the first step to the whole process of even just being a fashion influencer is finding Inspo. It's really easy to find Inspo, especially with social media. You can go on basically any platform. Instagram is the best, I feel like, for that. Just any pretty female who has like whatever fashion taste that you like. A lot of times they tag the brands of those clothes and just start saving photos that you like. You don't have to stick to just one genre of clothes. You don't have to just be all glam. You don't have to be just preppy. You don't have to just have that kind of tomboyish look. Like, you can do a mix of everything, but what is good to do is to just save photos that you almost exactly want to copy, so that when you are looking for clothes, you know exactly what you are looking for. Like, if you want a top like this, you'd be like, okay, I want a halter top that goes down in a triangle, and that is what I want to get, and that is what I'm going to look for. But the great thing with Instagram is that people literally tag those brands, so you could easily just search up halter top on IMGA, and like it is so easy to find these clothes. And I hear that some people find fashion inspo from Pinterest. I personally have never experienced that because I am a very fashion forward person, so I like to be ahead of the trends or right on the trends. Instagram is where I look, and then I even get some inspo from TikTok. Okay, so step number 2 is that you will now do a little bit of research and you will go to clothing brands' websites. And before you even look at any clothes, the first thing that you are going to do is you are going to go to their return policy and you are going to read their return policy. I know it might be annoying, but it is so worth it just to take a few minutes just to know if they will give a full refund to your original payment. And that is the only way that this whole method is even going to work. You need a full refund to the original payment. It will usually say that, you know, shipping for the refund will usually be deducted from your whole refund total, but shipping usually only costs about $8 to $10, so I really wouldn't worry about that. It is a small little minuscule investment to even just be able to pursue your dreams. If you do, let's say, one clothing haul a week, every month you're literally spending less than $40 just to have all these clothes and make all this content with. And I feel like that is very affordable, because like we will literally spend $40 on just a meal for ourselves, or just like one top. Like with $40 you are able to do and get 4 different hauls of clothing. That's one clothing haul every single week. So like it's literally the price of one item for like at least 20 items that you will get to try on and show off on your social media. So totally the investment. You can do it, you can afford that, you can make that happen, okay? So that is all that you have to spend for this to work. And then I would make a list. Literally pull up the Notes app on your phone and I would make a list of just all the different brands that you can buy clothes from that give full refunds to original payments. So I have a short list. I'll even leave it in the description box for you guys, but you don't have to make a whole list before you start. Just find a place that you want to get clothes from and just go from there. So the next step that you will have to figure out is how much of a budget are you willing to make for this. So you will be getting the refund almost completely back aside from the shipping, but it will be on your credit card. You know what I mean? So if I order a $500 clothing haul and I decide to do that once every week, that means I will have a rotating $2,000 that I will be using for my clothes. And like I said, $40 is what they are actually keeping from those $2,000 every single month, but you have to have a $2,000 limit on your card. You obviously just don't want that to interfere with your bills or anything else that you may need. So whatever is extra that you can work with, I would figure out what that is. And you also have to take into account that the refund usually takes maybe about a week or two at the most to come back into your account. So again, you're not actually spending that money on the clothes, but it is withheld from you for a certain amount of time. So figure out what works for you, whether if it's only $500, then that means you can only do one clothing haul a month. You know what I mean? So just figure that out and then go with that. I usually do one haul every week and I pick about 3 to 6 outfits within that haul. My budget for each haul is about $500-ish. Like I try to keep it around $200 to $500 depending on how many of my returns I've received back. So if I have all of my returns received back, I'm like, okay, I can kind of purge a little bit more on this haul. But if I'm waiting for some of my returns to be back, then I'll try to go lower and do like only a couple $100s. And it also depends on how expensive those brands are too, right? So some brands, they're more upscale and more bougie, so obviously the cost per item will be a lot higher, so then you will be limited to doing less amounts of outfits for that haul. And what I think is best as well is getting the whole outfit from one place. I would suggest to get the pant and the top, the skirt and the top, or just the dress, all just from one place where you can make a couple outfits from that one store. Because then if you are getting different pieces from different places, then it just kind of gets a little bit messy, and then you just have multiple orders going on. It becomes hard to keep track of all the different items, and you don't want to miss your return period. So it's just best to keep it easy and just get your whole outfit from one place. Then you go on the website and you pick out the outfits, and then you put them in your cart and you order them. Step 4 is that the clothes come in. So now your clothes have come in. It is super exciting, and I would try to order them so that they come in at a time where you will be able to use those clothes and make that content immediately, because you don't want to hold on to the clothes for that long. So if you plan to get the clothes on the weekend, then I would get it a week before on a Friday or something like that. You know what I mean? So the clothes come in and you make your content with them. You can take Instagram pictures with them. You can make TikTok video hauls with them. You can make YouTube video hauls that like I do with them. You can do a bunch of things with them because you are trying to be a fashion influencer. Or if you just want to be an influencer in general, I feel like just being an influencer alone today, like you just can't even be caught wearing like the same outfit that much. You want to be new and exciting, and you just want to look good. You know what I mean? This doesn't have to be if you are only trying to be a fashion influencer. So you just have to be extremely careful when trying on these clothes and showing them off in your videos and content. You have to take a shower before trying on these clothes. You have to use a non-greasy lotion that is unscented, and I use the Puracy lotion. I feel like that one works very well. And you also can't use any body oil on your body before trying on these clothes, because then it will leave greasy marks on the clothes and you won't get your return. And you cannot wear any perfume at all while wearing these clothes. Don't put it on before you try them on. Don't put it on after the clothes are on. Just don't even bother to wear perfume at all that day, okay? And then obviously you want to be super gentle when trying on the clothes. Even with like the tops and stuff, if they're pretty loose, I will put them on through my legs. I try to put dresses on through my legs, and whatever you can get through your legs, that is the best thing to do so that you don't get any makeup on the clothes. And of course you have to keep the tags on the clothes as well. I just realized I forgot to put my microphone on for this video, but it's all good, it doesn't matter. After you are done making all the content with all the clothes, you will need to clean the clothes. And what I mean by that is I do not mean throwing them in the wash or anything, because you obviously don't want them to be scented differently from how they came. So let's say you put on a non-greasy lotion and you know you try to do everything by the book, but somehow some way you still got a mark on the clothing. So what you're gonna do is you are going to buy water wipes. So they are baby wipes, but they are unscented, and the only ingredient in them is just water. And I just really like the material of the wipes. It just makes it super, super easy for the clothes to come out compared to anything else. I really suggest doing the water wipes compared to anything else. Please don't use paper towel or toilet paper or a towel or anything that you have at home. Just use the water wipes. They're so easy, and I promise it just comes out like that. And then you are going to take a lint roller and just take off all the lint off the clothes, fold it up nicely, put it back inside, let's say the mini plastic bag that it came inside the big bag or big box, and just place them all back nicely inside, and just as best as you can the way that it came. So step number 6 is to obviously print out the return label and ship it back, but it is super, super important to stay within that return window. I mean, it will specify on the website, so just always make sure to check on that. But I feel like a really good rule of thumb to just always ensure that you stay within that window is to only keep the clothes no longer than 1 week. So if you stay within that time frame, you will usually almost always be in the clear. Try to do that, and then that way you can get your return back sooner, and then you're on to the next, and you are able to do your next haul and just pump out a bunch of content. And usually the website will say which place you need to mail the return to. It will specify on the return label, so you just need to print out the return label. My husband does it for me at his work, or you could just go to a Staples or a library or anything. Like, it's really such a small task for what you're getting in return. So then all you have to do is just wait for the clothes to get back to the manufacturer or wherever it's going, and you just wait for it to show up on your card. If it's taking a while, you reach out to the customer service and you tell them your order number and all that good information, and they'll give you an update on where your return is at within the process. A really good way that you can ensure that you are for sure going to get this return is by keeping 1 or 2 items. Like I said, you definitely need to make a budget for that. I know not everybody has that sort of budget, but I mean, even if you do keep 1 or 2 clothes, you have to see like what you're getting in return. You are able to try on so many different outfits. Like literally, like if you do 5 outfits every single week, that is literally like 20 outfits every month that you get to try out and make content in. If you keep 1 or 2 items, it's a small investment, and like you're really only keeping anywhere from like 2 to 4 outfits out of the 20. So if you can afford that, I would do that. I personally do that. I'm giving you examples from what I do and what has worked for me, but I've also returned a lot of hauls as well where I didn't keep anything. I was just like, I actually really didn't like any of this stuff. And I feel like it's also very common with most of my hauls where it's like I tried on and it looked great in the photos of like the website, but like clothes usually never really suit me that well. I can make it look good for photos and for content, but like I don't really want to keep most of them anyways. So I feel like that makes it really, really perfect for the situation, By doing this method, nobody has ever declined me my return or anything like that, as long as you do all of these steps. So that is all that I have to share about this method that I use to be able to do clothing hauls and to make content with. I really, really hope that it was helpful to you and that I was able to help you to get one step closer to your dreams. And leave your Instagrams down below. I would love to see you make fashion content using this method. It really makes me so happy to help you guys. If you have any more questions, you can just leave them in the comments down below and I will try my best to answer them. So that's going to be it for this video, you guys. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, follow me on my social media so you can keep up to date with me in between videos. It is simply just sharminbrunelll. Also, make sure to hit that post notification bell, you guys, so you guys can get notified every single time I upload a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching my video, you guys. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you. I love you guys. See you in the next video.